What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Check this out, man. Let me see something. I'm full throttle. Hey, Ogre Mike in full throttle. I got, guess what I did? Yeah, I went and looked up. I'm using the laptop. I'm gonna try to show y'all this little setup I got. Wait a minute, y'all. I got a laptop, but the way I do my reactions and my videos, I need two monitors. I need two monitor screens, right? So what had happened was, let me see if I can move this camera without breaking something. I got the camera and stuff, and I'm gonna try to spin this around. Whoops, wrong way already. So this is my setup, y'all. I'm over a buddy of mine's house in Atlanta. See, I got the screen. This is that's the laptop right there. You can see. Watch this, y'all. Watch this. That's the laptop. And this is the new little monitor, this flat monitor I just bought. And this is the reaction video we about to do. And y'all can see, y'all can see it. But I'm using this I'm using this. I'm trying to put it back where I had it at now. You see all the work Uncle Mike go through to try to show y'all what's going down and what I'm doing. Y'all better appreciate this mess. Anyway, wait a minute. I'm going the wrong way. Wait a minute. I'm supposed to be over here in this corner. Yeah. And I got people want to know how I get that blurred out effect. And the closer I get to the camera, right, and you focus, you try to get as close as you can to the camera and focus the camera on you. And that blur, the further stuff is away, see how pretty the further the stuff is away, the more blurry it gets. So it gives you a 3D type of effect. So people focus in on you and what it is you're doing. So that's another thing I teach in my course and stuff. You want to draw the people to you. So that's what I think I'm doing. Anyway, what is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? So now I can move back and forth freely to basically do the damn thing. How about that? So I can do some work just like I'm at work. While the reaction video is going on, sometimes they real long and I got other things I need to do. But I'm listening, I'm listening just like y'all listening. Yeah, I'm listening while I'm cooking. Shout out to the comment section. I'm cooking, but I'm listening, or I'm listening while I'm doing this. I'm driving while I'm listening, but I need to pay attention while for you guys. But sometimes I just got things I gotta do. But anyway, 50 Cent drops an explosive video on Jay-Z and Diddy. 50 Cent is dropping all kinds. I like 50, man, because he the real deal. 50 the real deal. I don't care what anybody say. Even if your name is Jack and Jill, because 50 the real deal. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Thank y'all for hitting that subscribe button, hitting that bell, baby. We about to get 500,000. 500,000. Let's show these haters. They hating on the wrong person. Uncle Mike ain't done nothing to nobody. I'm just trying to help people. Why would you hate on somebody that's just trying to help people? I'm honestly trying to help people. Not like these knuckleheads, this Jay-Z. 50 Cent. Jay-Z, who have you helped? Anyway, 50 Cent drops explosive video on Jay-Z and Diddy. Watch Jay-Z hilarious reaction. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, baby. Let's get into it, man. How y'all doing? I'm hoping y'all doing all right. Let's check it out.
Jay-Z's reach extends. Rumors of tension between Jay-Z and 50 Cent have circulated for years, and now 50 is revisiting the stories and industry chatter tied to their long-running rivalry. He's shedding light on past disputes, questioning influence and power within the music world, and highlighting how far Jay-Z's reach extends across the business. According to 50, many in the industry kept their distance during the height of their feud, and he's now pointing to the moments and people he believes were affected, reigniting interest in a clash that has shaped hip-hop conversations for decades.
You know, I remember one time walking in the studio, Bleek Beans, everybody was in there, and I was like, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all got a chance right now, just flood it, put out a lot of music, because 50 Cent is coming. And, you know, 4 months later, in the club hit, and it was over. And it was just like, okay, now everybody got to sit on the sidelines and wait this tight to wave out.
There's a huge difference in energy internationally in 50 Cent and Jay-Z. In fact, his largest selling record sold 430-something thousand copies. My largest selling records sold 5 million. You let them be fooled in America and think there's a competition there. Because America can be purchased. You can buy it with marketing dollars. You see what I'm saying? But the rest of the world, there's not enough marketing dollars to go around.
That's why I made a statement about Taylor Swift.
I wish you would come take one of my awards so I could black his eye in front of everybody.
And Jay disagrees.
I want everyone to be clear. No one's scared of 50 Cent.
Does that bother you? Does it bother you?
No, it doesn't bother me. It's just his choice.
Why would you have to make that clear when no one's ever asked me if I'm afraid of Jay-Z?
The public is responding to his punk presentation. It's not 50 Cent. I don't have a problem with him. Kanye would not take a trophy from me. Neither Jay-Z.
Right.
Neither one of them.
What would you have?
No, we'd have had altercation.
Industry talk has long suggested there was friction behind the scenes when 50 Cent was added to the Super Bowl lineup, with some claiming Jay-Z wasn't initially on board until Eminem personally pushed for 50's inclusion. Whether exaggerated or misunderstood, the story has fueled ongoing conversation about the dynamics between these major artists, with many fans viewing Eminem as someone who has consistently supported 50 throughout their careers.
You couldn't sell more records than Jay-Z. But all you had to do was listen to Beanie Sigel, and Beanie Sigel was, oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah, he said that. That was the first of me actually hearing it. Like, oh shit. Like, I used to have questions like why every time my album dropped, Jay would drop right on top. He wouldn't let me breathe or right before me. Like, I was always close, and always thought like, damn, if a kid, back then it was physical copies. So if you had $20, $20 that you saved up and you was going to buy an album, and it's under the same house, Rockefeller, between Jay and Beanie Sigel, 9 times out of 10 you won't buy the Jay-Z album. I never understood that every single album that I dropped, Jay dropped right on top. And it was like, damn, like that in-house competition at that magnitude was crazy. Jay already the boss, but I always thought that, like, let me breathe. But to maliciously plot to hold me back, I don't know, man. I don't believe that. I don't want to believe that. I mean, but like I said, Dame would know better than me.
Despite his massive success,
He like me, man. I couldn't believe that. I couldn't believe somebody is intentionally trying to hold you back. I want to meet them type of people. To say, yeah, I'm a hater. Well, they're not gonna admit that they haters. They're not gonna admit that. But I don't know, man. There are some people that don't think they who they are. Haters, racist people, negative people that think they know better. They don't realize the reason why everything around you is so negative Because that's what you attract. You attract what you are. Until you decide to be something different, then you'll attract something different. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm trying to help somebody. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to let you realize that I started realizing that I need to make a change. And when I made a change, I got these headache things in my mouth that they real small. But anyway, when I decided to make a change, then God started changing things in my life. And then more capital, more money, more income, more opportunities started coming to me. But you got to make that change first. That's what all this is about. Here we go.
I mean, but like I said, Dame would know better than me.
Despite his massive success, 50 Cent is often praised for supporting the people around him, with artists like Tony Yayo describing him as a rap legend who remains grounded and accessible to those coming up in the culture. Some fans contrast this with the perception that Jay-Z carries himself with a more distant, larger-than-life presence, creating a sharp difference in how the two icons are viewed within the community.
The big homie Jay-Z, right? I said to my nephew, I said, yo, listen, I have to ask him this straight up. So I said, yo, who is the people that's on NFL? And he said to me, and I'm sorry for anybody who don't understand. And he said, the white guy called for 50 Cent. So I said, who's the white guy? I'm digging this Jimmy Iovine. And he said, no, Eminem called directly for 50. Wow. And he said,
that's his guy.
He said, I can't do it if I can't bring 50 up.
But that's his guy.
Now, that's beautiful.
And guess who's Dre's guy?
That's his artist. That's his recording artist, cuz. That's crazy.
Young guy.
Jay-Z has long been viewed as a business-minded strategist, with critics saying many of his career choices reflect a focus on building power and influence, while supporters argue that his success simply reflects talent and discipline. Over the years, some voices in the industry, including 50 Cent, have questioned the public image of Jay-Z's relationship with Beyoncé, framing it as a highly calculated partnership, though fans widely see them as one of music's strongest power couples. Since their union, Jay-Z's visibility at major award shows like the Grammys has only grown, fueling conversations about how carefully he shapes his legacy and how determined he seems to maintain an air of being untouchable in the industry.
But you know what I like about 50? 50's on a whole nother level, but he's still approachable. You still get to meet the people and Jay got to remember the people that made him. You know, I'm not saying I don't got respect. I respect Jay-Z, 50, used to respect, Diddy, but all that crazy shit going on. But, I always respected him because I looked at, for New York, those were like the guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys with the most money and the most influence. So with Jay is like, when the last time you haven't seen Jay. So I think people are just going to say that. You know what I'm saying? But for me, I mean, Jay, you got to remember, he didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl. That was crazy. I'm like,
wait, Jay didn't want 50 at the Super Bowl?
Know that? Yeah, he didn't want.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some hated. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it. I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know.
Here's what tripped me out. How can you be a Jay-Z fan? It's the music. Music is music. If you take that same music and take Jay-Z off, nobody like the music. It's Jay-Z. So my question comes back to the same thing. How can you be a Jay-Z fan? If you in the hip hop culture, and you know what the hip hop culture stands for, it don't stand for pushing another brother down, hating on a brother. I don't think it stands for anything like that. You got all these brothers trying to make it, and you got access to get them all into the Super Bowl, right? or get hip hop to the Super Bowl. Why would you hate on that? That's you hurting the whole community when you do that. You hurting the whole movement when you do that. You hurting our people, all the hip hop people. And I'm not talking about a race of people. I'm talking about a culture of people. I'm talking about culture. I always talk culture, not black or white. This is a rap movement, a hip hop movement, and you got a nerve to push this down. Shame on you, man. Jay-Z, yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I remember Eminem pushed for it.
That was some hate. Yeah,
I remember Eminem was like, I'm not going to do it unless 50 does it.
That was some hate.
I heard that.
Yeah,
but I didn't know that Jay was trying to stop it.
I don't think Jay. I don't know. 50 never told me that, but I don't think Jay wanted them there. I don't know.
Because of what, some of the.
I mean,
back
you
and
know,
forth,
it's competition. You got to think. 50 always been competition for Jay. Remember, I'm about $1. What the 50 Cent?
That was a long time ago.
That was what 9. What was that? 9?
But after that, they did a song together. Remember the whole.
But 50 was
thing?
Was always competition for. Then remember Jay said, "Yo, 50's coming." He told Sigel and them, and Memphis Bleek and all them.
Yeah.
And come on, 50's like he's on a whole nother level. You got to remember he came after. He came after Jay and Rockefeller. G Unit came, and people might G Unit, but with Eminem, Dr. Dre, 50 Cent, nobody has outsold us, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody has had the effect that we had.
2020, y'all. Yeah. And it's different than when it was 2016. You know, the game has been elevated. As we can tell, there's no expense being spared. We had a Black Billionaires Lunch. Yeah. You understand? Right. And we here together, and we're gonna keep staying together. We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else to us. Black excellence.
The new lawsuit coming with Jay, the part with Jay. I go, oh shoot, like
to us. Black excellence.
that had to be there.
We getting tighter. You know what I'm saying? And united we stand. And ain't nothing else.
Black excellence, they're sitting there like, yeah. It's a billionaire brunch. Like,
I hate you, man.
Unaware of anything going on here. This is the one time I'm going to be with you this year. Yeah.
He did. He always looked. He did, man. He always looked spaced out. You know, he always looked kind of semi-spaced out and stuff, man. That's crazy. That's past crazy right there, man. Y'all know I ain't gonna be around y'all because I'm a snake, and I'm gonna push y'all down as hard as I can so I can lift myself up. Amen. Hey, I drink to that. That's what he doing, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
Industry speculation around Jay-Z and Beyonce's relationship has fueled countless debates over the years, with some critics pushing theories that their partnership was crafted to elevate their careers, while fans insist their bond is genuine and resilient. Rumors about Jay-Z's fidelity have circulated in the public eye as well, often amplified by tabloids and online chatter, though none of these stories have ever been confirmed. Similar speculation has surrounded the early stages of Rihanna's rise, with people revisiting how young artists are sometimes introduced to the industry and how power dynamics can shape their first experiences. While these narratives continue to float through fan discussions, they remain part of the broader mythology and controversy that often surrounds major figures in entertainment.
When he signed that contract, the marriage contract, he got trophies. Now those trophies, those trophies came rolling in, buddy. He started getting Grammys left and right, man. I'm gonna look at this. If you look at his career,
Jay was getting Grammy.
He had one.
Exactly.
He had one.
He ain't show up.
He had like 20 now.
Oh, Lord.
He had like 18 since he's been down. Look, he had one, bro. Hard Knock Life.
Hold on. You're not wrong.
He was one. At the same time, he got them since he's like drinking. His pictures with him thinks the cup.
Oh
Wait a minute. So you're saying the success is derived from the marriage?
I've absolutely been treated
different.
The accolades
Because he's no longer viewed as like a street or gangster rapper. Now he's viewed as a businessman, entrepreneur, family man. And the biggest ones because of the position Beyonce's.
Oh, wow.
Jay-Z's career, you can look at that and say the association to Beyonce is when he started to receive the 16, 17 Grammys since he's been with Beyonce. Right? And you go, prior to that, 1.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that came in association, like you see their kids even have Grammys. Like they don't sing yet. They don't sing. Right. They don't rap yet. And they already have Grammys and shit. So it's like they give them this trophy so we secure that they're coming to the award show. It meant that much to the culture that they just gave them.
Why are you so on top of the business side of Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? Some people like to just be an artist.
Yeah,
That's crazy when people are receiving Grammys and they haven't even done nothing yet. That lets you know that this stuff is all fixed. It's all fake. It's all what? Made up. Make believe. They make the outcome of all this stuff up and then they feed it to us. How in the world the kids got Grammys? They don't rap or sing. They're not even artists yet. What, they dancers? They just look like Grammy. They're not even nominated. Oh,
So
my
it meant
God.
that much to the culture that they just gave them.
Why are you so on top of the business side of Jay-Z? You know what I'm saying? Some people like to just be an artist.
Yeah, I was actually forced to be an artist and a businessman because when I tried to get a deal, I couldn't get a deal, so I had to create Rockefeller Records. We actually created Rockefeller Records from nothing. And, so I was forced to know both sides of the business.
In December 1999, Jay-Z became the focus of major headlines after he was accused of stabbing music executive Lance Rivera during an altercation at the Kit Kat Club in New York City, a case that drew intense media attention at the time. He later pleaded guilty to a misdemeanor charge connected to the incident, a moment that remains one of the most widely discussed chapters in his early career.
The diva Rihanna. She's from Barbados?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, she's Bayesian. How did you come in contact with her? I mean, did you fly over there?
No, Jay Brown had actually bought me the song. She has a song right now, and it's I want to say massive because of her roots, but she has this outrageous song called Upon the Replay. And he played that song for me, and I was scared. I was like, that song is too big for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a new artist, when a song is that big, it's it's hard to come back from. And I don't sign songs, I sign artists.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you break down the difference between that? Because the viewing public might not understand that.
Some people chase the hot song for a minute, and then they sign, based on the song. I want to sign it based on an artist, based on, or based on the swagger, based on the level of talent, based on the writing, So I was a little reluctant when I first heard the song, and then, he kept going, Jay Brown, he kept being persistent. I was like, bring her by. And when she walked into our office, I was like, she just had, it was just something about her. It was just, she had this, it was just something about it. And then she performed the song, and I was like, okay. Then, we sat down and we talked, and they were talking about how she would stay in the studio and try to get the verse over, and then come back the next day. I was like, oh, work ethic, everything is there. So we signed it that night. We didn't let her leave the office.
Really?
The 3 a.m. was when that contract got signed. So from the meeting around 3, 4 in the afternoon, we signed it by 3 a.m. Wow. That day, I was absolutely certain.
But Jaguar has been warning us about Jay-Z. Jay-Z has now had an official lawsuit. It's everywhere. It's now being talked about louder than ever. I guess, does that give you some peace to know that people are finally really questioning this man?
It's emboldening me. I spoke on Piers Morgan. I said that I had 3 victims that I've been working with, victims of the Carters, that were ready to come forward. This might help them feel a little more confident now. So this is great because he's been evading. But the thing is, everyone in the backdrop knew that he was the celebrity John Doe. Everybody knew that. They knew it when I did Piers Morgan.
Is Beyonce Celebrity B?
I hope to God not. But she was around. And she's very... she's got enough on her plate. After everything that happened with the election and everything that's happening right now, I'm not going to dump on that woman. She got better fish to fry.
Well,
what I will say is that her husband, she knows exactly who he is.
Yeah.
She knows. She knows.
Rihanna was tricked to Def Jam.
She was an innocent baby when she came over here. And look at her now.
14 going on 15 years old. Flown over without parental supervision in a private plane by a man who was supposed to be a producer who auditioned her at 3 a.m. in the morning in a hotel room. Auditioning at 3 a.m. in the morning, a 14-year-old girl. She was flown to another country. She was taken to Def Jam headquarters. She was left in a conference room alone with Sean Carter for nearly 6 hours alone with no parental supervision. Her father collected a $500,000 check. She has the fastest inked deal in Def Jam history.
Over the years, Jay-Z has publicly acknowledged past mistakes in his relationship.
Damn, Jaguar be knowing everything. It's almost like she reading a script. She be knowing what she want to say, and the way she said this, it's just mind-blowing, man.
She was left in a conference room alone with Sean Carter for nearly 6 hours alone with no parental supervision. Her father collected a $500,000 check. She has the fastest inked deal in Def Jam history.
Over the years, Jay-Z has publicly acknowledged past mistakes in his relationship with Beyoncé, which sparked widespread discussion and fueled ongoing speculation about what may have been happening behind the scenes. The rumors intensified after the now famous elevator footage from the 2014 Met Gala after-party surfaced, showing Solange confronting Jay-Z while Beyoncé remained calm beside them, a moment that ignited endless debate about their family dynamics and what may have led to the confrontation.
Jay-Z turned himself in tonight, and the cops started working on his rap sheet, accusing him of a stabbing at a trendy party.
Kimberly Richardson is at Midtown South right now. Kimberly.
Well, Rosanna, just a few hours ago, police here at Midtown South arrested Sean Carter, better known as Jay-Z. The rap star voluntarily turned himself in here at the precinct earlier this evening. Now, Carter is being held here in connection with that stabbing fight that erupted at the Kit Kat Club last night. But just a few moments ago, Carter's attorney had this to say.
He's not involved in this, period.
He was at the club?
That's my only comment. He wasn't involved in this.
So it was someone else that did the stabbing and the hitting?
I didn't say that. I said he was not involved in it.
Now, Slovis goes on to say that at no time was Jay-Z hiding from the police, that they were in touch with cops all day and that they're trying to resolve this as gentlemen. But as Mike Sheehan shows us, others say they've seen the dark side of Jay-Z.
I have my faults. You know, I'm not a perfect person.
Industry insiders and fans have long speculated about the complexities of Jay-Z and Beyoncé's relationship, noting the highly public nature of both their personal and professional lives. Rumors about interactions with other prominent artists only fueled the conversation, while Beyoncé's public composure in the face of speculation added to the mystique. For many, these dynamics sparked debate about whether their partnership is driven more by business strategy, personal loyalty, or a combination of both, keeping the world fascinated by one of music's most powerful couples.
Difficult to say, I'm going to talk about the problems in our marriage. I'm going to talk about how we almost lost things. And for her to say, I'm going to talk about my pain and anger at you. What were those conversations like?
Again, it didn't happen in that way. It happened, we were using our art almost like a therapy session. And we started making music together.
Mm-hmm.
And then the music she was making at that time was further along. So her album came out as opposed to the joint album that we were working on.
Mm-hmm.
We still have a lot of that music. And this is what it became. There was never a point where it was like, I'm making this album. I was there.
Right.
I was right there the entire time.
And what was her reaction to your work, and what was your reaction to hers? They must have caused
I think they were
pain
both
for each of you, right?
Of course. And it both very, very uncomfortable, but sitting in that, the best place in a hurricane is like in the middle of it.
Yeah.
We were sitting in the eye of that hurricane. Maybe not use hurricane because so many people are being affected right now, but the best place is right in the middle of the pain.
Right.
And that's where we were sitting, and it was uncomfortable. And we had a lot of conversations, and really proud of the music she made, and she was really proud of the art I released. And, at the end of the day, we really have a healthy respect for one another's craft. I think she's amazing.
Right.
Most people walk away and like divorce rate is like 50% or something because most people can't see themselves. The hardest thing is seeing pain on someone's face that you caused and then have to deal with yourself.
Yeah.
So most people don't want to do that.
Yeah.
You don't want to look inside yourself. And so you walk away. It's my soulmate. It's the person I love, and you can be in love with someone. You can love someone and and if you haven't experienced love and you don't understand it and you don't have the tools to move forward, then you're going to have complications, period. And if you can either address it or you can pretend until it blows up at some point. And, for us, we chose to fight for our love, for our family, to give our kids a different outcome. You see, to break that cycle. For Black men and women, to see a different outcome. Like you were saying, it's not this celebrity couple. We were never a celebrity couple. We were a couple who just happened to be celebrities.
Speculation about Jay-Z's personal life has continued to circulate in the media, with rumors involving high-profile figures sparking widespread discussion and debate. Fans and industry observers often point to these stories as examples of how fame and influence can magnify every move an artist makes, fueling endless conversation about power, privilege, and the blurred line between public persona and private life in the music world.
And a new twist in a high-profile lawsuit accuses rapper Jay-Z of raping a 13-year-old girl in 2000 alongside Sean Diddy Combs. The lawsuit, originally filed in October, was refiled today to include Jay-Z as a defendant. The anonymous accuser claims the assault occurred at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party. Jay-Z has denied the allegations in a statement on Roc Nation's Instagram, calling the accusations heinous and urging a criminal complaint be filed instead of a civil one. He also criticized the attorney behind the lawsuit, Tony Busby, accusing him of exploiting the case for personal gain.
A recent legal filing has drawn widespread attention by including Jay-Z in a lawsuit originally filed in October, which alleges an assault at an MTV Video Music Awards after-party in 2000. Jay-Z has publicly denied the claims, describing them as false and urging that any proper investigation be handled through criminal channels rather than civil litigation. He also criticized the attorney representing the case, accusing them of exploiting the situation for personal gain. The filing has reignited discussion about high-profile legal cases in the entertainment industry and the scrutiny public figures face when serious allegations are made.
Worried that if you throw little and you don't throw out allegations, but like you kind of poke fun at them.
You just ask questions.
You're not worried that it comes back your way. Like people dig up your past and try to pull stuff up.
I don't got that in my past.
Everybody got a little bit. Not that it's real enough.
I took a pill, but it was for me to perform better, for her to remember. Buddy. I didn't give her a drink so she forget what the happened. What the is going on here, bro? Yes, I took the drugs. I gave me the drug to perform, so she could remember and possibly love me for that.
Did it work?
What the yo, bro, look, I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty good. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, this is the opposite of normal shit that we're talking about, bro.
That is why. I don't know why it's so hard for people
so
just
for
to
people to feel like
shit is
you
weird.
would have something, or you would have reserved energy because you feel like you was doing it too. This is people that are looking on separation between their hardships or their the things that they got going on that would be issues, and what a celebrity's issues would be.
Wait, what is that?
They think all celebrities are doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Right. And when you see, if I wasn't saying anything, guess what? You could safely say that a person on the outskirts that is not involved in hip hop culture could think that everybody in hip hop culture is with that.
While much of the industry has stayed quiet, 50 Cent has never shied away from speaking his mind. On a recent episode of the Flagrant podcast, he called out the culture of secrecy and power in the music world, suggesting that many remain silent to protect their reputations. His candid commentary highlights the rivalry with Jay-Z and the broader dynamics of influence, control, and unspoken conflicts that have long fueled conversations in hip-hop.
Look, Jay-Z and them was putting it together. Mm-hmm. So I think they still harbor some energy towards me.
You think you were purposely left out of the ad?
No. I don't think. I think that they were saying the NFL had some issues with me that I don't know what those issues are. Like, what is the issue?
What is the issue?
You see what I'm saying?
I
Like,
don't know.
With him, because like with Nori he had communication. He said, "Yeah, I talked to the big homie. He was saying, told Jay, he was telling me, you know, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without fit, right?" And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I look and I go, "Oh, that's your big homie, right?" And so he imaged himself after a gay painter. The big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
so
this.
Now look, what I'm saying to you is, look, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, they're Harper, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M.
50 Cent didn't hold back on Big Boy TV, taking aim at Jay-Z with his signature sharp humor and fearless commentary. He playfully mocked Jay-Z's recent style choices, comparing them to artistic trends, and made it clear that he isn't afraid to speak his mind, something most in the industry would hesitate to do. For 50, there are no filters or boundaries. If he has an opinion, he's going to share it, no matter who's listening.
If you haven't seen it, which I hadn't seen it until this morning when I saw this headline, Kim found it for me. Let's watch this clip quickly.
Crazy
Let's
that you
watch
haven't
Tyra
seen
pushing to get this out of Rihanna, and when it does, man, it made me feel very, very uncomfortable.
Audition. Yes, but before I met him, I was so nervous. I was shaking literally. But the moment I walked into the office, the atmosphere was so warm and welcoming.
And you had to sing a cappella for him?
Yes, I had to sing. I sang Fun to Replay. I sang another ballad from the album last time.
So then what did he say to you? He said something to you.
Oh yes, he said, "We don't sing songs here, we sing artists." And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, "And we're interested." And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it one more.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
So you was like, "Where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing."
Yeah.
The audience is so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know if Tyra was trying to get that on the record, but my God, what Jaguar? He threatened her.
You don't know? I don't know if Tyler was trying to get her to say that on the record. Really? This is what I'm saying, man. Y'all look at this. Y'all look at this right here. Watch this. She was hinting the whole, and you know they rehearsed this stuff and everything. The whole time she was hinting, she wanted this. She wanted that joint.
But then he said something about a window and a door.
Look, she hinting again. He said something about a window and a door. What was that about? Cause she know the story. Come on, man. Look.
And there was this little pause, and I was nervous. But then he said, "And we're interested." And there was this sudden feel of relief.
But then he said something about a window and a door or something.
Oh, then he said, he did it one more.
I did a lot of homework on you, this lady.
He said, there are two ways to leave here, either through the door with the deal signed, or through this window, and we're on the 29th floor.
That's what he said. Watch this.
You was like, "Where's the pen? Where's the paper? I'm signing."
Yeah.
The audience is so uncomfortable. Like, I don't know if Tyra was trying to get that on the record, but my God, what Jaguar? He threatened her. This is her own words coming out of her mouth. And she was a kid at that time, correct?
15-year-old girl who had been flown to the United States without parental supervision or a chaperone, brought to a grown man's office in a large corporate Manhattan building. Everybody knew when she flew in. I was there the day she got signed.
And
beautiful.
When
girl.
I met her that day, I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room and her confidence, and she performed in my office.
And she was what, 17 years old at that
She
point?
was 16.
16, and she has the confidence of it. She's
Yeah.
like an old soul in a sense, right?
Absolutely.
So she walks in your office, and what? She just belts out a tune.
Belts out of tune. She performs, and I tell her, there's no way out of this office. I signed her that day.
Wow.
Jaguar Wright has long been vocal about her experiences in the music industry, including her time working with Jay-Z. She describes him as highly calculated and formidable in business, and suggests that his influence makes him a figure few are willing to challenge. Her perspective adds to the ongoing conversation about power, strategy, and hierarchy in hip-hop, highlighting how industry dynamics can shape careers and reputations.
Jay-Z and Diddy and a teenager, 13-year-old teenager. And we were speaking about just the statement.
Right.
The statement, you were saying you felt like that was calculated.
That was, that the statement is something from, you can tell it was written by a lawyer. Because there's a point where it kind of gets aggressive. He says, like, you're going to find out, like how I'll handle this. Like, and that's an attorney want to be combative with another attorney. That's not like your publicist wouldn't say those things.
This is on your
put that up.
Yeah, this is on
50?
Yeah, it says I don't know what's going on, but are we still going to have the Super Bowl? I'm just asking for a friend.
Yeah, I'm asking for Kendrick. You know, I'm just trying to figure out if we're still doing everything the way. Because, look, they will fall back, but they like the NFL, they won't necessarily be associated to that.
Right. Why do you not insert yourself, but you're on top of every topic, right?
Yeah. I'm just watching. I'm participating. I'm being part of culture. I'm just telling my opinion.
Right.
Look,
Because you're part of the culture.
Like I can't say anything now. I'm out of it. I'm like I'm going to Dre's studio and just sit with Dre a little bit. And then, maybe I stay out of trouble.
50 Cent has often spoken about the close ties between Jay-Z and Diddy, describing them as two powerful forces operating in the same sphere. According to 50, the difference lies in Jay-Z's approach. He's more strategic, working quietly behind the scenes, while Diddy's moves are more visible. The dynamic highlights the varying ways influence and power are wielded at the top of the music industry. Team 50 Cent doesn't care about power, fame, or who you're connected to. He speaks his mind no matter what. While much of the industry stays quiet, he keeps pulling back the curtain, revealing a side of Jay-Z that rarely surfaces in public. Behind the carefully curated billionaire mogul image lies a story few are willing to tell, leaving fans to wonder, what does 50 Cent see that the rest of the industry won't say out loud?
Y'all know 50 crazy, man. 50. I just want to know if we still having the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny, man. I know one thing. 50, like I said, 50 is a cool dude, man. I think that 50 and the way he does things is off the chain. He's real. He ain't trying to hide. I have seen some videos or something where somebody tried to say that 50 was gay. And again, it ain't nothing wrong with being gay. It's everything wrong with tricking somebody. If when you in public, you act like this, but when behind closed doors, you sleep like this. It's cool, but don't, I don't know. I guess what I'm thinking now is it's cool to try to trick people, but not if it hurts people. That's what I'm thinking. Y'all let me know what y'all think, man. I don't think it's a good idea to try to trick people, man, to think that you one way and you're not. Puffy. And it's funny because you don't hear none of them actually saying that's not true. Meek Mills came out so hard saying that this and that is not true, to the point that it came off stupid. Hey, I came on here to do this one video, man, just to test out my new setup. So there it is, boom. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell them Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.